How's it going, movie fans? With 2024 coming to an end, it's time to take a look back at what the year has had to offer for movie lovers. First of all, it turned out to be a not so terrible year for Disney in terms of box office returns, as they can boast the two highest grossing films of the year with Inside Out 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine, both of which earned over $1 billion worldwide, with Inside Out 2 becoming the highest grossing animated film of all time. Those titles aside, 2024 has been somewhat of a rollercoaster in terms of critical and commercial performances, so without further ado, here are the Firewall's top 10 movies of 2024. At number 10 is Rebel Ridge. After Marine Corps veteran Terry Richmond is detained by two police officers on his way into the town of Shelby Springs, Louisiana, they confiscate the $36,000 he was carrying to post bail for his cousin. The situation begins to escalate until Richmond finds himself going up against the local police chief and his corrupt officers. The runtime's on 31 minutes, and Rebel Ridge has a Firewall rating of 7.6 out of 10. At number 9 is The Substance. In this satirical body horror, celebrity Elizabeth Sparkle celebrates her 50th birthday, and driven by the realization that her star is beginning to fade, Elizabeth turns to the black market and a cell-replicating drug which promises to create a younger, more beautiful and more perfect version of Elizabeth, but the drug comes with some unexpected side effects. The runtime's on 41 minutes, and The Substance has a Firewall rating of 7.7. At number 8 is The Fall Guy. Directed by David Leitch, in this action comedy, loosely based on the TV series of the same name, Ryan Gosling plays Colt Seavers, a stunt double for one of Hollywood's biggest action stars. But after a stunt goes wrong, Colt leaves the career behind, but he is drawn back in by the opportunity to work with his director ex-girlfriend, played by Emily Blunt. The runtime's on 26 minutes, and The Fall Guy has a Firewall rating of 7.8. At number 7 is Oddity. In this horror, written and directed by Damien McCarthy, a year after the brutal murder of his wife, psychiatrist Ted Timmis pays a visit to his wife's blind twin sister Darcy, who claims to have supernatural abilities. Later, Darcy unexpectedly arrives at Ted's home with a gift, and strange things start to happen. The runtime's 98 minutes, and Oddity has a Firewall rating of 7.9. At number 6 is Transformers 1. Based on Hasbro's Transformers toy line, this animated sci-fi action film depicts the origins of Optimus Prime, voiced by Chris Hemsworth, the supreme leader of the Autobots, and Megatron, voiced by Brian Tyree Henry, who becomes his archenemy. Scarlett Johansson and Keegan-Michael Key also provide their voices. The runtime's on 4 minutes, and Transformers 1 has a Firewall rating of 8. At number 5 is Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Directed and co-written by George Miller, this is the 5th installment of Miller's Mad Max franchise, which acts as a prequel to 2015's Mad Max Fury Road. It depicts the origin story of Furiosa, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, who is captured as a young girl by raiders and adopted by their leader Dementus, played by Chris Hemsworth. The runtime's on 48 minutes, and Furiosa, a Mad Max saga has a Firewall rating of 8.2. At number 4 is Inside Out 2. The sequel to 2015's Inside Out sees Amy Poehler, Phyllis Smith, Diane Lane and Kyle MacLachlan return to reprise their voice roles from the first film. In it, Riley is a teenager whose mind headquarters gets an upgrade as she reaches puberty, with new emotions being added, which throws her life and relationships into chaos. The runtime's 96 minutes, and Inside Out 2 has a Firewall rating of 8.3. At number 3 is Deadpool and Wolverine. Directed by Sean Levy and starring Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, the third film in the Deadpool film series and the 34th installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe introduced the fourth wall-breaking masked mercenary and Logan to the MCU as they team up in an attempt to prevent the Time Variance Authority from destroying Wade Wilson's timeline. The runtime's 128 minutes, and Deadpool and Wolverine has a Firewall rating of 8.6. At number 2 is The Wild Robot. In this animated sci-fi adventure film, based on the 2016 novel of the same name, Lupita Nyong'o provides the voice of Rosamunit 7134, an all-purpose robot which washes up on an island uninhabited by humans following a shipwreck and has to adapt to her new surroundings. Pedro Pascal, Catherine O'Hara and Bill Nighy also provide their voices. The runtime's on 2 minutes, and The Wild Robot has a Firewall rating of 8.7. At number 1 is Dune Part 2, the second installment of director Denis Villeneuve's adaptation of the 1965 novel titled Dune, boasting a stellar cast including Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård and Zendaya, reprising their roles from the first film, as Paul Atreides unites with the Fremen people to go to war against House Harkonnen. The runtime's 166 minutes, and Dune Part 2 has a Firewall rating of 8.8. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this list, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe.